I'm going to be doing a mini review and reading from a book called Lilith, a dark feminine archetype. It was created by authors from the Temple of Ascending Flame and edited by Asenath Mason. Before I get into this, I would say I definitely recommended this book to any spiritual practitioner interested in the left hand path. On the back it says this. This anthology brings together essays, rituals, and unique artwork dedicated to the Queen of the Night and the Dark Goddess of the Qlipoth, denied and rejected, worshipped and venerated. Lilith has been a part of the Western culture for ages, viewed both as a beautiful seductress and a ruthless demon. She is the serpent in the Garden of Eden as the first woman and primarily initiatrix into the mysteries of the dark side of the Kabbalistic tree of life. Her rites are the works of love and pain, sex and transgression, transcendence and immanence, for she exists at the roots of all desire of all humans past, present, and future. This archetype has never been fully grasped in its profundity and is constantly unfolding, challenging us to recognize our fears and passions and to transform them into tools of power. You will find here personal accounts of practitioners who ventured into the sacred and unholy garden of the Dark Queen of Saitra, Arha, and returned transformed, forged, and empowered by her gnosis. Spells and invocations, dream magic, guided meditations, visions and stories of the intimate encounters with Lilith, and all this is contained in this unique anthology written from the perspective of the left-hand path and the draconian tradition. So, I haven't read this entire book yet, but I'm just going to read this spell invocation. Sea of ecstasy. Your kisses are like liquid ecstasy, setting my soul on fire as I let you take over me. A perfect union we come to make in such a perfect moment, in a perfect place. As we touch, we create suns, moons, stars that can be seen from above and afar. Your voice sounding like a satin-covered night, seducing me as we take flight. I crave to be inside of you, to go deep as I can, losing all agendas and losing all plans. As a result, time stands still, leaving only a familiar sensation in which I feel as you devour me. I become satisfied with orgasmic pleasure that moves me like the tides, setting me free with its ebb and flow, exploding with passion in ways I've never known. You've taken over me in a rush of power, dissolving my inhibitions like a melting tower, and every time I penetrate your veil, I can clearly see that right in this moment you are all I need. Just let your liquid love transform me in a burning sea of ecstasy. When I'm done with this book, I plan on copying it, all of the rituals anyway, into a notebook and sending it to someone that I care about. It is geared both at men and women. It has interesting sigils in it. Here's one of Lilith and Asmodai. No, Abaddon. No, Asmodai, yeah. Not Abaddon. Asmodeus. Ugh. And the illustrations are, I wouldn't call them pornographic, but they are definitely tasteful nudity. Looking for a sigil in any one of these pages. Oh, there's one, but I don't really want to show that one. There's a sigil of the so-called Unholy Grail. Which is what I'm turning my Holy Grail into. Ah, yes. This is rather similar to a certain sigil in Liber Lilith, just in the outer design, but this is not a bind sigil. It's a portal. The only thing I find distasteful about it is that they encircle Lilith sigil. Like, Goetic encirculations of sigils generally piss the spirits off. But where is the free sigil? Let's see. See, this is, I believe, to be the most interesting sigil in the entire book. I'm definitely planning on using it, perhaps even getting a tattoo of it. Imagine it right on my forehead. But yeah, like, this book is a treasure trove of information. It talks about Samael as well. I've made a marking in it. Like, this is my personal vampiric stamp. This is in a chapter of a ritual, Awakening the Vampire Within, which talks about Lilith as the mother of vampires. And my sigil looks horrible, like I defaced the book, but I don't really mind. And neither should he. Neither does she. And yeah, so this costs $25 on Amazon. Definitely a good buy. I'd rate it 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10 if that were even possible.